Okay, we have another no cool call here today. Been on several and got several more to go. So let's go see what this one has for us. Okay, it was not on, so I turned it on and I heard the thermostat click, but I did not hear any action from the air handler. And I see an easy trap. All right, let's get over there and see. Lennox. Well, does not appear to be float switch deal. But we'll do that anyway. For giggles, as they say. There's some reason we're not getting power and the drain pan is dry as a bone. So let's get over there and get the door off and see what we got. All right. So I don't know if you can tell, there is a light on. So that's the first thing we see. It is an amber light. So anyway, that tells us we do have power here to some extent. That light says run, which it is not doing. And I see a variable motor right there, boy, and that just tells me I bet that thing has failed. Fuse is not blown. But we're not getting any blinks out of the little CFM light. Not really sure exactly how that works, but run should mean that we're trying, at least, that we're supposed to be. Make us a jumper right quick. I did not bring one. Let's go from green to red. We are getting nothing. All right, where's the meter? I knew I shouldn't have laid it way back there. Okay, getting any footage where I'm at in this tight spot. It's a little bit difficult. So I was not able to show on camera, but I did test the high voltage wire, and this is one of the old 16 wire variable speed motors. So we've got 240 full-time high voltage. I've got this little high-tech, top secret homemade tool that is compatible with pretty much all of these. I've not seen problems out of using it, so I'm gonna try it on this one. And what this will do is, this is just a quick, easy way. You hook the blue to common and the red to 24 volts, and if the module is good and the motor's good, it'll bring the motor on at 50%, and get you by until you can get a board or whatever. You know, that's just to tell us if this board is the problem. Quick, easy way to test it. So I'm going to see what that does. All right, so I've got the common on the C and the red, I've got the blue wires on the C terminal. I've got the red wires on the R terminal. And they're touching pretty good. And we're getting nothing. So that tells me that this controller is bad. And that's not good. All right. So let's see what we can do to get one. I hate these things. They haven't lasted a good while. I think this thing might be pretty old, but 10 years old maybe. Anyway, here we go. But according to Lennox, and I've had difficulties with other manufacturers trying this, but according to Lennox, the new module will work on the old motor with this band. Like I said, I have had trouble with other manufacturers trying it, and because this is in a different position clockwise, you know, it wouldn't reach or something, you know. Got plenty of wire on these. So we're gonna see if this new module we're going to see right quick if this will work. So let's try to hook it up and see what happens. All right, so it looks like it's going to be fine. I was able to get, now it came with 2 sets of bolts, screws, whatever you want to call these. These are actually bolts, but came with 2 sets of those. Obviously 1 set for not using the band and 1 set for using the band. So I think the new motor that it matches to doesn't require this band, but it was a little tight for the wire to reach, but it did reach, and it faced us here to where you know, these are going to be okay. So we're going to keep the original motor and try this new module and see if that gets us out of it. And that'll certainly save the customer some money. This was a really expensive module, and the motor was too, but that's going to save them something. So let's stick it back in there and see what we got. Okay, we've got it all plugged back in. I've put the disconnect back in, and we have power now. And let me cut this light off. So for whatever reason, we're getting some tiny flashes on the CFM, and our thermostat is probably not out of delay yet, so that's why I'm guessing our amber light is not lit, the operate light. So I'm just going to jump it out. Let me put the light back. Okay, so rather than wait for the delay on the thermostat, which is probably 5 minutes, I'm just going to stick this jumper from green to red and see if we actually get motor here. Yep. She's ramping up quite slowly. Now, I'm not that familiar with Lennox, but with Train, the red to green only gives you like 50%, maybe 35%, I think. Not really sure. But at least now we know that we do have blower motor, and we did not before. So before I put this cover back on, I'm going to wait for the thermostat to time out, you know, the delay, and see that it fires up, the condenser and the fan ramps up, you know, into the cooling speed, and take a look at these lights, etc. But I think we're out of it.